Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. We're looking at how modernizing your validation skills, moving from CSV to CSA, can absolutely transform not just your facility's efficiency, but your entire career trajectory. If you're working anywhere near manufacturing, QA, or IT systems, you already know the ground is shifting under our feet. So today, we're taking a lean Kaizen mindset and applying it directly to your data. Because doing that, that's exactly what's going to make you the strategic leader this new era of automation really demands. Let's kick things off with a pretty practical question. Is your facility stuck in the paperwork trap? Think about your own daily routine for a second. Are you bogged down by overflowing filing cabinets and just endless manual validation processes? Seriously, are you spending way more time managing documents than actually ensuring the quality of your systems? Because if you are, you're definitely caught in that paperwork trap, and honestly, it's exhausting. And here's the crazy part. The paralyzing fear of regulatory action, like the dreaded FDA 483 warning letter, is actually causing massive over-validation. It's creating the exact problem it's supposed to prevent. In the US, facilities are so terrified of getting cited that they defensively over-validate absolutely everything. This reactionary fear, it's slowing down innovation, and ironically, it's actually risking patient safety by tying up all your vital resources. So to fix this, we really need to understand a concept called digital Muda. Now, in traditional Kaizen, Muda is physical waste on a production floor, right? But the modern equivalent, digital Muda, is the wasteful overprocessing and the absolute mountain of digital paperwork generated by legacy computer system validation, or CSV. It's literally the silent killer of productivity. Just look at this number, 200. That is the massive scale of the problem we're dealing with. Right now, a typical validation report for a simple, routine software update in the United States can run over 200 pages long. I mean, really think about that. Over 200 pages just to prove a minor system update works. That is the textbook definition of overprocessing waste. Which brings us to Section 1, from validation to assurance, fixing the digital bottleneck. So let's look at the old way, CSV. Under this method, a massive 80% of your effort goes strictly into documentation. You're writing down what you plan to do, what you are doing, and what you just did. And that leaves a tiny little 20% sliver of your time and energy for actual meaningful testing. It's completely backwards. Now, contrast that with the FDA's new approach, the CSA model. It totally flips the script. By prioritizing critical testing, 80% of your effort is now focused on ensuring the software actually works and is genuinely safe. Only 20% is reserved for that necessary documentation. It rewards efficient data integrity management and finally breaks us out of that endless paperwork loop. The side-by-side comparison makes it so clear. The old CSV method relies heavily on rigid documentation, overprocessing, and literally just mindlessly checking boxes. But the new CSA model? It demands risk-based thinking, critical testing, and real agility. The FDA doesn't care how many signatures you can collect anymore. They want to see genuine, thoughtful risk management. I love this quote because it hits the nail on the head regarding the burden of proof holding back U.S. manufacturing right now. If your software doesn't impact patient safety or product quality directly, why are you testing it like it's a heart monitor? Treating every single system feature as a critical risk just completely destroys your operational agility. All right, let's move into Section 2, 3 Steps to Digital Kaizen, Implementing Software Assurance. Here is your actionable 3-step roadmap to replace those old, rigid scripts with highly efficient software assurance workflows. We're going to identify the critical path, utilize unscripted testing, and implement electronic logbooks. Step 1 is mapping your data flow. We have to stop treating all software features as high risk. Apply that Kaizen mindset, trace your data, and ask yourself, where does this actually affect the batch or the patient? Finding and isolating that critical path is what allows you to scale your testing appropriately. Step 2 is unscripted testing. Instead of blindly following a rigid 50-step script for some minor function, we use ad hoc testing for low-risk items. Think of it as poka-yoke, mistake-proofing for your IT department. It empowers your analysts to use their intuition and critical thinking to detect errors naturally, rather than just robotically checking off boxes. And Step 3, electronic logbooks. Look, if your team is still staring at a computer screen and transcribing data by hand into a paper logbook, you've got a massive digital bottleneck. Implementing automatic data capture eliminates that physical motion waste and the huge error risks of manual transcription. Honestly, it's the ultimate continuous improvement move.
Okay, let's head into our final section, Section 3, Mastering Strategic Leadership, Your Career in the AI Era.
Think about the professional contrast here. If you're trapped in paperwork, you're an assistant manager just maintaining the status quo. But if you transition your team to lean assurance workflows, reduce validation time by 50%, and increase data integrity right in front of an FDA auditor, boom, you've instantly elevated yourself to a strategic lead driving genuine innovation.
That's why mastering these modern CSA skills is such a career game changer. It shifts your focus to actual assurance, slashes your validation time, and boosts your facility's data integrity. Most importantly, it frames you as a forward-thinking innovator to your executives and perfectly positions you for the coming AI boom.
Because as AI continues to revolutionize global manufacturing, efficient CSA validation is hands down the #1 skill set for the next decade. Automated systems are becoming the norm everywhere, and your ability to efficiently validate them using CSA is your ultimate career advantage. Automation skills are what create high-value industry leaders. So, I want to leave you with this. Take a hard look at your current systems. Are you truly ready to escape the paperwork trap and become the strategic lead your facility needs for the future? Or are legacy processes going to keep holding you back? The tools to build leaner, safer, faster systems are right here. The only question left is, will you be the one to lead the transition?